Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of my Flow Designer problem series. So, today we are going to solve another problem, auto assign a ticket to a default group. So, suppose there are situations like you created an incident record. Okay, so now you want, as we know, every incident has a certain SLA. So in order not to breach that, so there should be a system generated something on the flow on the incident that should assign to a particular group. So what it will do, suppose any default group, it should be assigned to any default group, and after that, based on the problem description, it can assign to any other group. But what will happen if the incident record is will not be assigned to any group? What will happen? That incident will not be progress. Customer will left frustrated. They won't support this platform, right? So something like that. It's just like you are complaining something, and the front person, and you are paying for something, and the front person is not listening to you. It is something like that, you can say. So there should be a automated system, uh, automated process, that if a person is creating an incident, so that should immediately assign to a default group. So that group will review the description and can further pass it to the desired group. Okay, now we got the requirement. Now we are going to configure this flow. So as usual, I'm using my SNUtils. You can download the you can add the extension in your browser. So slash fd, enter. Going to create a new flow. Assign ticket to default group. It is problem. Okay, now can you think of what could be the trigger condition for this? Of course, when the incident will create. So whenever we are creating an incident, this flow should trigger. Created. On which table? It should be incident. Okay, now just think of other side as well. Suppose you are creating a incident. Suppose while a person has reported an incident, and he has already assigned and is already assigned a group in the assignment group field. What will happen? Should the run flow in such situation? No, because if the assignment group field is already assigned, so that group or members can immediately can go for the resolution or can look for the ticket. But should the flow trigger in such situation? A big no. Then in what we need to add a condition, not that in order to that this flow should not be triggering for every incident created. So we are going to add a condition. Can you think of the condition? Yeah, it would be assignment group is empty. If the when the incident record get created, and if the assignment group is empty, then this flow should trigger. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are just going to update our default assignment group in the assignment group field. We can use out of box action, update record. On incident record, Now you will update the assignment group field. As I said, you are adding any default group, so you can assign any group, suppose any cap something, any approval you could. Now going to activate the flow. Now as a flow is completed, I'm going to test the behavior. So some of you will go to navigator, type incident dot do, right? But I am using SNUtils. Of course I'm going to save my time, and I'm going to use my SNUtils slash incident see, no difference. Whatever you could have done with your navigator, you could do with your SNUtils tools. Now I'm going to add any caller, as it is a mandatory field. The star represents the mandatory field, right? Okay, it's just loading. Yeah, now just tell me one thing. Will the flow will trigger in this condition? Just check. Let's see. I have saved. If I go to the execution of this flow, now can you tell me why this flow triggered? Yeah, of course it's according to the trigger condition. So we can go to the, we can refresh this, it would be in completed state. Yeah, so we just added a caller, short description. We didn't added the assignment group, and it met the trigger condition that it should be created and the assignment group should be empty. In this case, flow ran. Now come to the other scenario. Slash incident dot do. Now just tell me, will the flow trigger in this situation? Let's check. If I refresh, the incident got created but the flow didn't trigger, means it is satisfying the condition. If you have already added the assignment group in assignment group field, so it is expected flow will not trigger because it is not meeting the trigger condition. Yeah, so that's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I would be happy to help. If you found this helpful, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Also, don't forget to share it with your fellow ServiceNow professionals or anyone passionate about learning ServiceNow, as the platform is rapidly growing. Share it with someone who is eager to learn and make a real impact in this space. Bye bye. Meet you in the next problem.